Yo, what's up everybody, welcome back to a new video. So many of you have been suggesting me to do a video on grenade tips and tricks. So for grenade throws, proper placements, and as well as like distance throwing and the proper utilization of grenades in duels as well as like bigger fights. And that's exactly what this video will aim to do. So there are a number of different techniques as well as various other equations of the bigger picture that need to be taken into account when knowing how to throw a proper grenade. And I like to call these big brain grenades because it's really all about anticipating your opponent's thought process and throwing your grenade in a way that counteracts that, right? Because we could throw a grenade just like this, right? If an opponent was coming up here, or you could anticipate that they would see you here and then they would go the other way and you could throw it there, right? And while that's just one simple example, we will see it in live action later on in the video. So the first and most widely method used of optimizing your grenade throws is throwing them down ladders or stairs. And this is important because it really allows you to get those kills that you normally otherwise wouldn't be able to get if if you were to really not look down below you, right? Because when you're in the fight or you're trying to get somewhere, you can't really just look down and hope that you get this kill because you just don't have that much time. You could have an opponent above you, you could have an opponent below you, and it's important to optimize and leverage all your available resources to really allow you to get those kills. And to see a live demonstration of this, so if we were to go here real quick and just throw a grenade here because we had an opponent up here, right? And if we were to go down here and kill an egg, hypothetically, and we had an opponent up here, well, that wouldn't really fare very well, as you can tell pretty obviously. Alright, so the next method is to utilize your grenades as a way of diverting the opponent and really just attracting them into our main primary weapons gaze, right? So here we are, and then here's our opponent, right? And if you throw the grenade there, obviously they're gonna go away from the grenade, right? They're distracted, and then they indirectly walk into our shotgun, right? And we saw that because we threw the grenade in that direction, they didn't want to be damaged by the grenade, and that's why they moved in that direction, right? Our grenade was there, right? So that was our grenade there, and just because they didn't want to get damaged, they moved there. And from there, they went here because obviously that's just the way the map is structured. And from there, well, we moved in and we were able to successfully kill them around here. And this is just one of the many ways that you can really utilize your grenades to lure the opponent into your primary kind of shooting zone, whether it be a shotgun, crackshot. It's a transferable grenade technique that works with all the weapons. Alright, so just building off the previous idea of leveraging all of our available resources, there's one thing that we absolutely do not want to do. So say our mission here is to destroy our opponent with a grenade, but if they just so happen to miss that grenade, or if the grenade happens to miss them, right, and they don't come into our crosshair, they could easily kill us, right? So if we were to see a live example of this, we can literally just throw a grenade here, right, wait for it to hit them, and then we're killed because we don't have any movement. We literally don't have any movement, right? And that's something we don't want to do. Alright, so now that we've seen an example of something that we shouldn't do, here's what would be a more ideal solution to this issue, right? So we have some movement here, we're throwing a grenade, we're not waiting for him to miss, or for the grenade to get him, right? We can see that he did some damage to us, he brought us down to 49 health. However, because we had that initial level of movement, we were not in one place waiting for the grenade to hit or miss, right? We threw the grenade, we were up here, and they luckily came down here because they dodged the grenade. Well, good for them. But because we were up here due to our movement, we were able to get them here. this is something that you want to do instead of standing in one spot. Alright, so another important thing to know is when to throw your grenade in a way when you're not in direct contact with your opponent, but you still want to get that kill. Whether this may be the fact that your opponent is far away and you're using a short range weapon such as a shotgun, a pistol, or anything else for that matter, or you just want to get that kill because there's like get that kill with a grenade because there's just way too many people over there and you don't want to risk your 49 kill streak because you want to get to a 50 and so on, right? So the key is to identifying where your opponent's headed, right? So their net direction, and you want to time your grenade so that it lands right in front of where they're going. And if any of you guys play soccer, this can be compared to passing the ball to your teammate when in soccer. You don't pass, if your teammate is running, you don't pass it to the position at which they started. You pass it to the position at which they will be reaching by the time the ball gets to them, right? And this is literally what same logic in shell shockers. We want to throw the grenade at a point where the opponent will be reaching at that certain characteristic time. And this goes a long way because you can use this on literally any map, any weapon, any game mode really, right? And although it may seem like 1 or 2 kills, in the long term this can stockpile to maybe 5, 6, 7 kills throughout one's kill streak career, and it can add significant amounts of value to it. So if we were to take a look at this, our opponent is walking right there, right? And so we're going to throw a grenade right in front of him so that we can kill him, right? Because here we can see our opponent quite didn't literally notice that the grenade was coming due to due to the blockage created by these stairs. And this means that by the time they get here, well, the grenade is already here and it's already bouncing. It's activated, and no matter what they do, they can't really just jump all the way down in here and protect themselves, right? And so they're bound to either be killed or undergo significant amounts of damage. After which, even a distant shock and kill will be enough to really kill them at that point. So that is a very significant skill to learn. Alright, so before this video ends, one necessary tip to know is that grenades can be cancelled. And although many of you might know this tip, it's pivotal to revisit it because let's say your opponent is hopping up and down, left and right, behind and outside pillars like this, and I notice that by the time I get here, well, me throwing this grenade in the original trajectory that I planned isn't going to do any benefit to me. Well, it's better that I don't throw it and I cancel it using my left mouse click button as per the original settings. And then I can go back, do whatever I need to do, get an ammo, get another grenade, or do whatever I need to do, and get up here with a better situation, better angle, and throw the grenade so that he dies, right? And this is extremely useful because now we don't have to risk our life, our 99 or 100 kill streak getting up here and dying by them, where we can literally just attack them from all the way down there just with a little bit of extended planning with the big brain grenade theorem, as I like to call it. On that note, I would like to conclude this video. We went over many types of grenade tips in this video, and I hope that you guys will continue to utilize them in your shell shockers journey, both now and into the future. If you have any questions, or if you would like any further clarification about certain tips or tricks, or if you even think that I missed any or I could have provided better clarification about some of them, please let me know in the comments, and I hope you have a great day.